was so much sustainability. But now here we are, game number 3 draft upon us. The crucial matchup between Team Hawk here and Incendio Supremacy. So it's going to be Team Hawk on the blue, Incendio Supremacy on the red. Already 2 heroes. There's the Marches and the 1-1 band.
Fun little pattern here for this series. First pick is still at a 100% win rate. Yeah. So Team Hawk now back in first pick. Last time they still went for the first pick carry, right? I think now it's time for Incendio to say, hey, no more carry.
No more carry. Just like the glue treatment coming out from Team Hawk previously. I do agree with that because so far the teams that pick up the carry I think won all the games.
Yeah, 100% win rate.
Yeah, for the series, I mean, for the series. So that is that's an important stat because carry is not only like stat-wise very strong, it still also is strong as a hero.
Well,
instead of the S, it's going to be the Barretts.
Wow.
Maybe they take, maybe they don't. You know, I mean, they could just be looking. Team Hawk could be just looking to take the carry possibly here. Again, with Barretts coming out, the ban and that Marches, you're taking out 2 of those high utility focused jungler options, and you're going to kind of force, I guess, force a hand here from Incendio Supremacy specifically, but still, it really, I'm wondering what their last ban is going to be here.
You know, that's actually a really good point there, Naiso, because now you're only left with 1 last ban for Incendio Supremacy. Are you going to ban out something like a glue or a carry or the Ling? That has been a problem.
I think carry, right? You need to go for the carry ban right now. The only 100% win rate hero in this series has been that carry, and you can see Team Hawk are leaning on it. They want to pick up that carry. They're literally just forcing Incendio. Go. Leave it open. Leave it open one more time. Let's see what happens here. I dare you. But Incendio, they can't fall.
Okay.
Okay. It's all about fire. From both teams this time. Don't deny the comfort picks from your opponents. Let us play with the best composition that we have. Best heroes against best heroes. I don't know why you're worried. I'm happy about this. We're going to see some explosions in game number 3.
There's the first pickup with the carry.
Wow.
Going in the hands of Team Hawk.
So do you go glue immediately this
Glue
time?
Kaja. Pick up a Kaja. You need someone to lock this guy down because you need someone to CC her. And with the Grok Kaja, you have just 2 CC abilities that can really shut her down. Remember, close range, as long as you don't let her basic attack, you're good. But if she basic attacks with full items, you're done. Yeah. You're done.
I just don't want it to happen something like a Glue plus Farsa or a Benedetta plus Farsa for Incendio Supremacy. Well, while it makes sense, it's not the best case in a knockout stage wherein you can be eliminated. They locked it in. Farsa and Benedetta don't.
Hold on. Is it okay?
They did it.
Well, they're going for it. Hey,
I jinxed it.
To be fair, we did see a massive game previously with Benedetta, right?
I agree.
It's there, but I guess this leaves the question: does Team Hawk actually just go ahead and secure the Kaja for themselves? Do they want to go that route? Again, Valentina still open as well.
Grok Fanny.
Or Ling. I mean. Fanny's banned out.
All right, yeah. Grok Ling.
Grok banned out.
At this point,
Ling, Glue.
Hayabusa.
Glue Ling.
Up against the Farsa.
See, this draft leaves so much open basically at this point.
I think you go Glue and Ling this time. No reason not to. I mean, Ling, Gary's still very...
Ling?
Say hot, I would say. Or still, you know?
I mean, I feel like the players themselves feeling this. That's Kadita usual.
There's the curveball. There's the curveball.
I mean, that's the dive you need up against a Farsa. Remember in game number 1, I think I just auto-piloted to game number 1 because I said the Fanny. Fanny was banned out. The hero that wasn't banned out, that was banned out in game 1, was the Yuzong, right? So it's up now. Team Hawk, just pick it up. Why not?
Not to mention, this is also what we saw from game 1, the statistic, the Kadita pick for Man, what was they call them? The Shaman, right?
That was actually banned out as well in game number 1.
So this is pretty much comfort at this point, right? I mean,
for both teams.
Just give it your all here on the best heroes you can. Now, you're still going to see those bans coming out from Incendio Supremacy, focusing on Gary. So still, it leaves to question, and you were wondering, even I mentioned the Hayabusa possibly, but like you guys said, you really don't want to go with that against the kind of Turkish Delight Ube strategy with that Estes there.
Okay, so Team Hawk will want to ban out the Fredrin together with the Barretts and maybe another tank here in the front lines, or they might even consider banning out the Harith this time. Because the way that I see it, even when there's like a Kadida and Yu Zhong, because of the presence of the Estes and the fact that you have that passive for the Harith wherein you kind of reduce the crowd control that you have, it might be a consideration as a gold laner for Incendio Supremacy.
Well, in game 1, they did go for that Fredrin, right? So you can see where Team Hawk are going. In game number 1 as well, they just banned out the gold lane, which is also still a very viable ban to go for. You have a carry, something like a Brody can bully the carry early on, so we saw that in game 1. I think I'm going to expect the same thing here, but for Incendio, this is where it gets really, Hilda. All right, they just went for the same ban,
Well, I mean, best, again, so much is left open that you're just kind of, you're going through that checkbox list of yours.
Wow.
Okay.
Not expecting the Guinevere ban.
They did pick it up versus a Blacklist International, game number 1, so just, you know, Team Hack with due diligence against
Is it time for the Valentina jungle?
This is literally 4 heroes banned towards the jungle from Team Hawk.
You're right.
I mean,
the Grok technically can jungle, so 5 jungle bans, right? Just thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Well, again, it's going to force the hand from Incendio Supremacy specifically, right? On what jungle you want to play around
Brody
here
is available. Brody might be the choice. I'm thinking either Brody or the Harith.
Oh, you can see it. There you go. That's what they go for. This is the game they went for yesterday.
Correct.
Oh, against MDH, they picked up the Leomord, and guess what their last pick was? It was the Brody.
It was the Brody. I wonder if they are considering something like a Kufra now for Team Hawk. Great versus the Leomord as well as the Benedetta. You have the jump, you have the protection. Something along the lines of, or what about a Baksha in the jungle for Team Hack? We saw that.
It's not a very Gary thing to do.
It's not a very.
It's not a Gary thing to do, but going against Estes, it's a great thing to have. At least, like, you know, on the team composition with the way the passive works here and everything else.
With Fanny and Ling banned out, you know, might as well, right? If you're forced to play utility, go for just some anti-region.
Or maybe a Diroth. Maybe we can see that. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a Gary hero, and that's a Lolita.
That's a Gary thing to do.
That's a Gary thing to do.
Lock it in. Go the Hayabusa. He heard my suggestion earlier. He heard what you guys said, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to show these guys.
They also kind of like pre-countered the Brody, right, with the Lolita. So, hey, go ahead. Pick up the Brody. We'll see what we'll do up against that Brody. Other options. Iritho, we mentioned it. Brody. You know what? Up against this, I don't know. Melissa can technically still work. It's very tough to pull it off. They still go for the Brody. Up against the Lolita. Up against the Haya, too. I like the single target stun, the lockdown that he has. But remember, that damage can just be completely nullified.
Well, I mean, it worked for them yesterday, right? You mentioned this, the Brody-Leomord combination that they pulled out.
Brody-Leomord, Farsa.
Yeah, Farsa. Estes has been working wonders for them as well. So why not? Have that comfort here for your last game, potentially last game.
Exactly. This is what I like about what the draft, how the draft developed. I mean, they didn't care about the glue anyways. The Kaja, both 2 of the heroes that are always in the discussion, right? Even Valentina is denied. Like 3 of the top dogs so far in the top bands denied. Not even considered. Even the Joy, actually.
You can see the adaptations that both teams have been making, the progress in this meta, just based on 1 series. They are improving this much. So I can't wait to jump into this one nice soon.
I can't wait either, because here we go into the land of Dawn. Our first game 3 in the series of knockouts. It's Team Hawk versus Incendio Supremacy. Who's staying in M4 and who's going home?
Oh, this is such a high-stakes match, and I love the fact that they went for comfort in this kind of setting.
I really want to point that out, because in the game that they can get out of the tournament or stay in, face a team that will come out from the upper bracket. They bring out the big guns. Alien was amazing with this Benedetta. Rosa, very aggressive with the Farsa when he controls it. And that's also true with Apex, TNZ, and Sunshine. Whereas Team Hack, Gary with the Hayabusa, even when it's not that good, theoretically speaking, against the Estes, he will go back to comfort. Everybody just wants to play the best MOBB
that they can.
that they can.
I mean, looking across the board, hold on, already early action.
Rosa dodging away, getting the healing done as well, but it's going to be first blood over to Min. Team Hawk strike first again.
All right, so they start off on a good foot here for Team Hawk, but still, you got to consider the fact you're working with 2 Petrifies. You've got Man and Lola running with that. Now, on the other side, Incendio Supremacy, they've got those 2 Purifies, right? Those micro decisions as the game unfolds here are going to be crucial if they can find setups. TNC, though.
Uh-oh, there you go. Min still having some peel there. Rosa coming back in, looking for the stun, gets it down. TNC picks it up. Gary, Weaver re-engaged right now, but the healing comes through from Apex 47. Gary losing out on that trade, forced to back away.
And this means that they will not have the Phantom Steed heading into the first turtle of the game. They did take out one important hero, though, from Team Hack. So that is 1-for-1 when it comes to the first few kills. Although, this is not like the best situation for Incendio Supremacy. Well, the thing is, they will have ultimates up on Rosa.
That's what I was going to say. You know, they've got, I mean, they're looking for another kill here from Team for Incendio Supremacy to lead into this first objective of the game, the turtle here. But still, you can even see, right? Min and Man in position, looking for any advantage they can find, but TNZ not going to be fooled.
A good read, but still walks into the bush. The rough waves and the petrify. TNZ can fall. But the airstrike now coming down onto Man, and that's Alien who picks up a trade. Jungler for mid lane. 1-for-1.
All right, so they trade that. I mean, Team Hawk could be in a position to just go ahead and take this. It might be better for Incendio Supremacy. Just give it up, right? You don't. Now TNZ's up, but he doesn't have the retribution either. So just like that first objective, Alien though.
Alien wants it, jumps in with the final blow, almost stealing it away, but Gary is absolutely on point with that retribution.
Unfortunately for Incendio Supremacy, their plan was to get level 4 into Apex 47. That's why they put him even when he's roaming, he was in the mid lane. And Rosa went to the XP lane so that he'll get his level 4. Along the way, because they were focused on getting their ultimates up, at the middle, TNZ was found by Man with the Petrify combo. He was shut down. And that was very bad for Incendio Supremacy because now they will concede the turtle. Gary, as a Hayabusa, doesn't have the innate advantage during the turtle fights. And them getting the first turtle of the game is massive for the Malaysian squad.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was all a result of, you know, taking out TNZ there early on and playing around with that. Setup though.
Blast and the flicker. Sunshine caught in the gold lane. And now Panda's going to go on to that turret gold. Phantom Steed by TNZ onto Gary. Bring it back right there. That's a lot of damage. Rosa trying to follow it up. Doesn't even need to be here. TNZ jumps in again with a Phantom charge. Min is low. TNZ getting the healing back in. Airstrike come through and Man's going to be falling down to TNZ.
Rosa on point. That stun canceled the animation of the rough waves. And you're gonna have to hand it to TNC. He punished Gary, knowing that there's no shadow, no quad shadow already for Gary. Was able to pull him back with the ultimate.
Black Dragon form though now onto Rosa. The Petrify only finding TNZ. Rosa had the Purify out. Then on blast now, no flicker, but it finds TNZ. Still having the healing, torn apart memory, being popped out by Sunshine to zone the other members away.
Tough situation again. You know, you have a lot of those, that CC and ultimate available to you, but unfortunately Panda was already, what, half health, not able to really commit to that fight here. So Team Hawk kind of struggling, and Incendio Supremacy continuing to build up on this lead here. 1K gold, next turtle comes up. They're in a great position to actually go ahead and win this next objective fight as they still battle out in the mid lane.
Alien now still in the midst of it all. Gonna try to go for the Petrify final blow onto mid in front of the kill. And that's gonna be Man getting out barely with the rough waves, getting the passive back in as well. But the sustainability from Apex 47 has been phenomenal. They're looking for more now. Quad Shadow in for the airstrike. Doesn't get Gary! Falls down! Rosa is an absolute Chad, just stands there menacingly.
Oh, definitely. That is the term that I'm looking for. It's so much of a Chad because he went in forward, being a Farsa against a Hayabusa. And the best thing is he was able to land the stun, the passive control of Rosa, back-to-back stuns from top lane and now into the bottom lane. He's able to punish all of these slippery heroes as if they were easy targets. And Incendio Supremacy are really just on fire right now.
Look at the flanks here. You can see the Phantom Steed, and it's the collapse onto Min. For the airstrike comes down. Min's gonna be stunned up. Min's gonna fall. Has the shielding up. The conceal is not enough to get him out. Panda now under the turret. Man trying to get the breath of the ocean down. Incendio back off, looking for the turret.
This is the thing. I mean, the sustain. The sustain is what is the huge obstacle standing in front of Team Hawk right now. And it's just too much for them to work with. I mean,
wow.
Panda's still scrambling here to really just farm up as much as possible. And it's Incendio's supremacy throwing everything at Team Hawk. Meanwhile, again, Alien having a great game so far in this Benedetta pick.
Look at this. Apex 47 actually opted to go for the Anticuras. And yeah, Alien, dude, this is the reason why they didn't pick up the glue. The reason why they pick up both Barca and Benedetta as their first 2 picks is because they have mastered it so well. Rosa landing all of those stats. Alien controlling the lane so well, cutting the waves, and even outplaying Gary at that moment. 0 and 3 for the Hayabusa. We thought that this would be a bad idea to pick up the Hayabusa, and now Team Max getting punished because of it.
Well, the Phantom Steed again. Incendio are looking for it. Tianzi bringing Lola back. For the airstrike not connecting just yet, but that's going to be the Black Dragon form popped in. Lola looking for some damage. That's a lot from Sunshine. And
Alien.
Both of the teams, you know.
Alien.
This is, I mean, this just looks like tilt coming out from Team Hawk. They can't land anything that they want to. They are frustrated on what's going on here. Incendio supremacy and complete control here. Alien pushing in that bottom side. This is going to be just a free turtle for them. And yeah, going back to the question, do you really want to pick Hayabusa into this lineup, especially with, as says there, massive game across the board here for Incendio supremacy.
We mentioned why the Hayabusa wasn't picked earlier is because they're going to be clumping up. What's the Hayabusa supposed to do on a high and dry emblem?
Exactly.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Incendio, they haven't changed their strat. Tianzi, though, is very aggressive compared to last game. Still under the tier 1, just zoning Team Hawk away for the rest of the members to siege it down.
The only hero that will be away from the rest of the team is Alien's Benedetta. And the Benedetta is not a squishy target. In fact, he can actually use the iframes to get out of the Hayabusa's damage range. And he's even like outputting more damage compared to Gary.
1 versus 2.
Everything's just going in favor of Incendio right now. I also want to comment TNZ. I think his mastery of the Leomord is top-notch.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a glimpse of this yesterday. And again, why they swept that match they had, they're still going for it. I mean, in a great fashion here, man.
Petrified, that Sunshine caught. A good trade back finally for Team Hawk to get some momentum back on their side.
I mean, even with that kill, it's a massive lead here. Gary,
no, Gary jumps in onto 3 and they were waiting for it. Man now might actually fall off the Iper. Oh my god, that damage is unreal. Double kill, 5 and 0. Never tell Alien the odds. Tianzi going in onto Min. Lola's the one who's forced to back away in a 2v1 situation. And Incendio are dominating the Malaysian champions.
After a great kill coming out from Man, the Kadita, the Shaman, they managed to have a big blunder against Incendio supremacy. Gary wasn't supposed to be there. You'll understand that they have many members out there. They have the Kadita as well as the Hayabusa, but they didn't have the damage. In fact, Gary was taken out so easily. And the fact of the matter remains, Alien is so stacked right now with the Bloodlust Axe and 2 casual items with the Black Ice Shield as well as the leg plates. It means that he's very tanky against the physical damage of Team Hack.
Honestly, if you're looking at this game, Panda, at some point, this is what we see so often with Carry. Either it shines or the team composition does so well against it that it just shuts it down. And that short range on this carry isn't enough to even get in the zone here. I mean, you're looking at TNZ just confidently going in with the Phantom Steed, pushing people around, and then the artillery coming out from Rosa. And we haven't even, I mean, we've talked a little bit about Alien, but the guy is just massive on this Benedetta, just like the previous game here. So it's so many obstacles, so many steps for Team Hawk, and now they've got the Lord to deal with on the top side.
Great spot for Man, but he doesn't have enough against this. Alien does not spot out Gary, and TNT actually just utilizes the ultimate out of nowhere. I wonder what the next items will be coming off for TNT. Is he considering tanking up? with the Dreadnought armor.
Actually pops in the Phantom Steed here early on. I think he thought that the Mon would be there inside of the bush, but they're already slow pushing the waves there. It was cleared out earlier. Top lane going to be coming down with Feather Airstrike as well. Rosa might be caught, has the Purify to get out of the Petrify that was placed by Man. Now it's going to be the Petrify by Lola, fighting a few. Numenor Blast onto 2. The healing comes in. Apex 47 still able to out-sustain, as that's going to be Alien picking up the base turret in the mid lane. Now in the 3v4, it's Man jumping in. TNZ back at it with Phantom Steed. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, in a 1v1, Alien is able to actually dish out so much damage, sieging that base turret down very, very low. Incendio loses 1, but they might be able to actually get another here.
Well, they're still going for it. 1 hit away on this turret, trying to defend their best and hold on to it. They still have that mid lane exposed here. It's going to take a lot for Team Hawk. I mean, they find 1, but usually after that, they fizzle out, right? And that's just because of this disparity in terms of items for them. Now, Min, at some point, it could be a game-changing Numenor Blast. If they can find another target, get that numbers advantage, land the ultimates like they need to, overlap them, then they're going to be in a good position.
Oh no, Gary jumps in with a shadow kill. Does he have the quad shadow to get out? He does, but it's going to be read out by Incendio. Gary, no more movement abilities. TNZ recalling on his dead body. Incendio wants to look for the end here. Man with the flame! Trying to save the game, but Apex out-heals the damage. Man now running for the hills. Lola jumping in with a Hail Mary play onto Rosa. The Petrify connects with the Purify is there. Not enough once again. The Numenor Blast connects on a 2. But Alien connects on a 2 as well. That's the damage by Alien, by TNZ. 3 for 1. Incendio looking for the end to upset the odds against the Malaysian champions.
Oh, minions.
They're going to hold
Gary's
on.
Available right now.
TNZ though, still okay. That was almost a situation where Incendio could have ended the game here. They take the discipline route, they back off, they get the Lord for this one. It should be uncontested. Team Hawk just scrapping for anything they can. I mean, Gary's got to be very careful on his next decision here, because another mistake like that will cost them the game.
What I saw from the last sequence of events for Team Hack is that their backs are against the ropes and they're going for all Hail Mary plays, and they're okay to get hit by Incendio Supremacy, and every punch that's thrown into them definitely hurts.
Wow.
Man almost going for a double knock-up into a double kill. However, the sustain coming out from Incendio Supremacy was there, and then the follow-up coming out from Min, utilizing the ultimate. Then comes Lola. What I saw from that is Team Max not coordinating their ultimate that well. Had it been that they come in together as one, as a team, that could be a completely different story. But this time, Incendio will get the second turtle of the game.
What are you supposed to do against this, man? I mean, 10,000 gold lead at this point.
10K here, Lord in the mid side. They're going to have to deal with it. Going to be losing. This Man making his way down, though. Can they defend?
Well, let's see the Phantom Steed once again. Lola. Oh! Numenor Blast! On to 3! Apex 47 going to be knocked up here as the Guyovich comes in. TNZ going to be taken low. The Malaysians are here. They've defended for another day. Man finds the breath of the ocean. Panda jumps in onto 3. They've defended for a bit. 14 minutes in.
Massive setup there. The Numenor Blast can change a game. It can change a moment here. Now they only get 2 down from Incendio Supremacy, but still working to get some space across the map. Again, you saw the gold lead here just a little bit ago and how much of an advantage Incendio Supremacy has. And even the items, Wolf, is there any saving grace here for Team Hawk as they try to make a play?
If they do find the openings, if they combo it up together, Man being an assassin, like a Kadira assassin, and then of course Min just initiating against Incendio, and of course you have to use the ultimate coming out from Lola. If they combo it up together, you see the difference. They're looking really good. Now they have the damage. We come to a point that even when there's a 6.1k golded from Incendio Supremacy, you still have the chance. This is what Team Hack needs to do. They have to be disciplined. They have to be patient. They have to wait for their openings. Till then, Incendio will have the advantage.
Finally, Panda has gotten that item power spike, right? Now you can really see him pop off. And with the help of the others now, that's the rough waves onto Alien. Alien can be taken low. Eye for an eye popped in with the feather airstrike 2 onto Man. Sniping him down. The punish from Incendio Supremacy as they look to capitalize on this man advantage.
Oh, that was tough here. Now, that could very well be the defining moment as Incendio Supremacy gonna march down the mid lane. No. They don't have Lord, but Black Dragon form comes out.
4v5. That's going to be the final blow. Connecting onto Panda, who's going to be able to cut away for now. That's slow line in front line. Panda now looking for the damage once again as the corner part memory comes in. That's him now. Blast charged in. That's one member taken out. Rosen's going to be taken low, but the healing comes in. It is too much for the Malaysian champions. Incendio has done it again.
Man. Call them the dark horse if you want, the Turkish delight. They're here making another statement. They deserve this celebration as they just took out Malaysians champions.
Out of this world performance from Alien as Incendio Supremacy served the Turkish delight to the Malaysians. In the last sequence of events, they have picked up Man. Nobody died from side of Team Malaysia, from Team Incendio Supremacy. Eventually, in the mid lane, the usage of the Yuzhong ultimate was far too early. They have found the opening in the clutch Winter Cruncher from Rosa, inviting so many members of Malaysia to commit onto him. And that's the reason why there were no more resources for Malaysia to work with. The ending push, the end game from Incendio Supremacy looked clean.
My goodness. Just cheer for them. They deserve it. The reverse sweep here in our first 3-game series.
Raise the Turkish flag up high. Give it up one more time to Incendio Supremacy.
That's it for us here on the desk. Analysts, break this one down.
Done once again. The Turkish delights now come on and move on to the next stage. Unfortunately for Team Hawk, they're going to be going home. But man, if there are two things Malaysians are known for, crazy weird drafts, but also making the West feel like absolute monsters. It started with Na'Vi, and now we have Incendio Supremacy.
Incendio Gaming, oh my god, that was insane. Now I owe 30 push-ups to Leo. I gotta say, dude, that was incredible what they pulled off. You know, I usually don't expect a damage jungle with a stage to work so well, but with momentum, with confidence, everything's possible, dude.
To be honest, guys, I feel like when I saw Incendio Supremacy's draft, I thought, you know, yes, the Leomord's going to go up far ahead. And the Estes will have a lot of time trying to catch up with the Leomord. However, this Turkish Delight strategy works so well. I feel like this draft, of all the drafts I've ever seen in my entire career, this is perhaps my favorite draft. You got a faster to go in, initiate with a feather airstrike, and then after that, Leomord goes in to clean up. If just in case the Leomord doesn't clean up, Brody is there. Everything works so well for Incendio.
A lot of weird moves coming out. So many interesting plays, but at the end of the day, like you mentioned it in the back room, Dave, the momentum carrying over from Game 2 into Game 3.
Absolutely. At the same time, you gotta give shout out to Team Hawk for pulling a great performance. However, in Game 3, it felt like they're pulling their punches, right? You know, they had a momentum in the beginning of the game. They got first blood. They had a great rotation to the top side, finding the kill. But yet, you know, some weird rotation coming from the EXP laner. You saw the Yuzhong coming all the way from bottom side, giving a lot of free gold to the Benedetta. You know, he got a full gold plate and just absolutely destroyed the backline along with Leomord. What a game. Oh my god, I'm speechless.
Look, we can break it down even more. Let's have a look at the item builds and maybe we can get a little bit of a better idea.
Yeah, just taking a look at the item builds right here, I feel like from the side of Team Hawk, if you notice how Man is scrounging, looking for those big Omega bursts, but it's always countered by Apex 47. 1016 is his KDA. He's got the book as well, it's spamming the heal for days, and even just in case if Man catches anyone, or even Lola comes in for the engage, you expect instead Apex 47, this Embolus, this portable base, just healing Incendio up to tip-top shape.
And I gotta give credit to Alien though. This guy 705. I mean, his mechanics is insane. He's actually playing out of the world. You know, when I first get introduced to Incendio, they introduced this guy as the player out of this world because his name is Alien. But his playstyle is actually out of this world. This guy is living up to his name. He just single-handedly punished Panda, punished Man as well. I mean, find vision all the time. And dude, those execution on Benedetta, this is not a character that anybody can just randomly play.
Yeah, it really isn't. The last time when I went over to the NASA headquarters, they were showing me pictures, and all I saw was Alien's Benedetta all lit across the screen. I mean, keep your satellites on this man. He has so much more to provide. And honestly, I feel you can feel for Team Hawk. There were moments where it looked good, and then all of a sudden, a single, I wouldn't even call it a mistake, it's just collaterals, you know?
Yeah.
They're targeting Panda, and then, oh no, Gary gets hit by it.
Yeah, Rosa's Feather Asteroid has been impeccable. Just take a look at the damage chart, right? Damage dealt almost similar, but it is Incendio that picks up most of the kills, and that is because Apex 47 just healed everybody up to tip-top shape, and then Rosa and Alien all of a sudden could re-engage again, and TNC engaging. I think it's up to Team Hawk to try to use Lola to go in for the secondary engage or a first engage, because the problem is that Incendio with Rosa cancels every single time that each of these players from Team Hawk try to go in for the play. Gary comes in, try to shadow kill. Nope, I'm gonna cancel you. Mini comes in, Luminant Blast. Nope, I'm gonna cancel you. Man comes in for the one-more combo, Petrify. Nope, Rosa's there to cancel you.
Now, I have to mention about Apex 47. 94% kill participation. He's involved in every single team fight, considering how many kills that they have on the table. This guy did his job and did his job perfectly. And again, the synergy between this guy, Apex 47, and TNZ is incredible, right? TNZ, like I said, I have my doubts about a Leo more engaging, but he did it. You know, it's perfectly. They sync so well. I think next time, if you look out for this team, Incendio, try to bend these D's and something like that.
Look, it's the perfect story. He picks Leo Moore,
Yeah.
they have the momentum, it keeps on going, but it's time. Let's reveal who the MVP is for this game. Going over to the boy, the myth, the legend. No, are they not going to show? Oh,
No, we're not.
that's it.
We're three of us who can't be the MVP.
Too good looking.
We can't be. We
Can't be the
Yeah.
MVP, but I'm gonna have to tell you this. I, personally speaking, I have trouble. Rosa could be an MVP. At the same time, Apex 47 could be also the MVP as well, because personally, Estes doesn't really have a lot of movement speed in a sense, and you need to chase after a Leomord. It's like, you know, you're chasing after someone that's trying to go and kill, especially when you're super bloodthirsty. It's hard and it's tough for all the Estes main out there to basically chase after, and it's like a rolling Leomord with momentum, right?
Yeah, I want to give the MVP to Apex 47 myself personally, because this guy's positioning, because with a support character like that, vision control is very, very difficult. Especially you're going against none other than the deadliest bush camper, Kadita, right? And Lolita at the same time. And yet he held up his game, healed up the entire team, especially the combo with TNZ. Dude, like Apex 47 didn't get too much highlight this entire series. I think he deserved the MVP in this game.
I don't know, but let's find out who's our MVP of game number 3. It's going over to the Alien.
Alien.
I'm so happy because I was like, man, Alien was doing a lot of
Yes, sir.
work, whether it's pushing pressure or at the very least cutting off that backline as we've always seen. But more importantly, his counter engages are so sharp.
And the amount of trust the Alien has in Apex 47 as well. Like I said, not only just the Leomord, I've almost forgot about the fact that there's also a Benedetta on the other side. It is also boils down to really this Estes identifying who I need to heal up first, when I should time my ultimate. This is crazy, insane execution. I feel like I said just now, this is my favorite composition ever. Everything that you need is right there in this composition.
Oh my god, Alien, well-deserved MVP. How can we forget about this guy? Because there's so many highlights in this game. You know, we talk about Alien being the solo killer. He one-on-one gapped every single game in this entire best out of 3 series. You know, obviously, I had my eyes on Apex 47 because the wombo combo they already have, and how well he positioned and how much value he's providing to the team. I just couldn't believe that such comfort pick to the side of Incendio was granted to them 3 games in a row.
You know what I couldn't believe as well? I just felt like Incendio is allowed to play as this 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
That, I feel like, could be a crux for the side of Incendio Supremacy as well. Now that this strat has been revealed, don't forget, they're 1 game away from actually getting eliminated from M4. They need to pull out the ace in the hole, and this composition is probably that.
Look at this man across the map. He is literally everywhere from 5 minutes to 10. He's already gone over to do bigger and greater things, that top side control, and more importantly, you're talking about that solo kill. I'm guessing it's a solo kill onto Gary right by the curveball.
Absolutely. Look at, he's having a lot of activities at top lane tier 2 tower. Just showing you how much pressure he's putting, right? Usually when you have a lane swap and you see a lot of activities like probably at tier 1, you know, because the top lane probably play a little bit more conservative. But in this case, Alien was performing so well. He's pressuring 1 versus 1, 1 versus 2, a lot of scenarios. This guy is popping off.
Not only just that, this guy is popping off. He technically nerfed Gary, right? Your heart invades into the enemy jungle. Gary couldn't find the farm, and even though Gary could, well, technically speaking, shadow kill, all this kind of stuff, it's like what our caster said, right? The iframes is there to basically deny all that damage, but let's take a look at the MVP highlights.
I mean, this is going to be a long highlight here, so buckle up. Game number 1, we see just incredible plays coming up from Team Hawk. Immaculate macro, and I think, you know, Incendio, they caught wind of a lot of the habits in the drafting patterns coming in from Team Hawk.
Yeah, look at that Fanny. Oh my god, Gary in game 1. But Incendio find the trick, they ban the Fanny away. They're like, okay, we play the blacklist strategy, the ultimate bonding experience. Let's make sure like we take this guy away. He's too crazy on the Fanny. The cable is too hard to deal with. The macros was insane. So let's just get rid of it. You know, so despite so much pressure, insurmountable amount of pressure, I would say. You know, I think the entire side of Incendio just played out of their mind. They require a lot of courage, a lot of just resilience.
Not only just that they played out of their minds, mind you, right? I feel like Incendio Supremacy, they literally adapted on that very stage, going through literally the meta, converting from one meta to the other while sticking through their guns. They realized what Team Hawk is weak at, and they took it away. I was actually very surprised that Team Hawk did not pick any form of, you know, very quick assassin that could rotate from one lane to another. That's where, you know, that's their identity. Team Hawk unable to do so.
Well, I mean, to be fair, even Incendio Supremacy, they understood we don't want you to do that. And we forced you on something that's like less than perfect, which is enough of an advantage. Hayabusa is not as fast as Fanny and Ling, and that's just fact.
Oh my god, look at this clean sweep inside the base.